cup of coffee, then I'll go. Thought that I'd just drop by and let you know that I'm leaving town tomorrow. I'll cause you no more sorrow. I'll just have a cup of coffee, then I'll go. I brought the money like the lawyer said to do. It won't replace all the heartaches I've caused you. It won't take the place of loving you, I know. I'll just have a cup of coffee, then I'll go.
Welcome back to the channel, Grand Colombia. Welcome to Coffee Time Live, another Sunday. And here we have a special guest, Alejandra.
Good morning, everyone. How are you?
She's come back to create havoc. All right, let me check everything out. Make sure everything's functioning. Seems to be. What do you guys think? Are we working? Is it working? Juka already started out. Got a contribution to Alejandra.
Muchas gracias.
That's not fair. I do all the work. And a contribution to the channel. Oh, awesome. Audio good, video good. Today, I'm on a new camera. It's got a Sony chip in it. It's 1,000,000 times better. My old one has been having some issues, and it's pretty old. It's the cable's been cut and taped up, and it's been problematic. It's still working, so I actually can do this if I want. We got that. And we got that. But this camera is special, and it's been a long time coming. It's not a cheap camera, at least in my world. It's pretty costly. But I bit the bullet. You guys, you've been sending me some contributions, and it always goes towards things like this. I got print all over my face. I don't know if I like that. Look, it's all over my face. Okay, what do we got? Rob, hello, how you doing? Yuka, thank you, appreciate the support. Donald the Explorer, that's kind of like a take on Dora, right? Mike, thank you for the audio video report. I appreciate it. I actually look for it now. Juan, good morning, how you doing? Rick, buenos dias. All good? Quality is much better. Yes, I think so. I can actually stream they're both 1080, but this one can actually do 60 frames per second. But that aside, if you remember with that other camera, when she was here, the focus kept going in and out. I'd have to say, quit moving. Because it was trying to focus. This camera doesn't operate that way, and it doesn't matter where I am, the camera is going to stay in focus. It's pretty, Sony's kind of got their act together. HD chillin', thank you, I appreciate that contribution. Reverb on second cam shot. Okay, so when I put the second camera on, it was picking up the microphone. Now let me try that. So are you getting reverb now? I can't hear it because I don't have headphones in. Is that the one you're talking about? That's camera 2. And here is camera 3. That's camera 3. So I don't know which one I to get reverb in, but if you would let me know, I'd appreciate it. Also, Robert, was the entry music playing, or the intro music, was it playing? I can get the English out. Reverb on second cam. Good morning. Good morning from Miami, a country within a country. That's about right. No, not that time. Okay. Cam 3 is a problem. So it's camera 3 that is the one where there's reverb. Okay. And it's funny because that microphone's not even on, but I believe you. So I'll try to figure out what that is.
Does it come out green?
Yeah, that's 3. Yeah. Camera 3 reverb, 3 very bad reverb. Okay, gotcha. Good morning, Armenians. Mike, how you doing, Mike?
Morning, Mike. How's everything?
Coffee Beans had sound today. Thumbs up. Awesome. See, I didn't forget you. I'm always working on it. Okay, so we have Alejandra here for a reason. And let me start off with this. So we have this. Now she's been giving Spanish lessons, and Mike, who was just on here, who just made a comment, good morning, Armenians. He's taking Spanish lessons. She gives to a few people, and she's been working on this for a while, and it's lesson book 1, right?
Lesson book 1.
And it's got all kinds of junk in there. You know, important things for it's the basics, because she noticed that when she would give her lesson, she would come back the next day and they wouldn't remember it, and if they wrote it down, they couldn't read their own writing or whatever. And so she decided to put this book together. Now, it's not that all the lessons are like that, but the basics are like that, because you kind of have to do that with the basics, right?
Yeah. I need to start over somehow.
Like adverbs and
Nouns. Don't let me right now. You know, panic, scenic panic already.
Well, you have notes here? Panic? She's you guys may not realize this, but she panics in front of the camera. And, you know, some of you have mentioned, why are you talking? You know, you give her a chance to talk. You don't understand. She panics. She doesn't have anything to say. She doesn't, it's like a lot of pressure.
I don't know why we are alone here, but I know someone is watching us already. And that made me get confused and makes me forget everything.
Yeah. So, you know, I take the pressure off by, you know, I keep rambling on. If she wants to, if she has something to say, she has to jump in and say it. Otherwise, we just sit here and...
I'm not like that in my Spanish classes.
No, in person, she's not. That's the thing. In person, you're ruthless.
I'm awesome.
She's a tyrant. She's loud. She's demonstrative.
Yeah, I know.
She's a tyrant. What's your slogan for the classes? Something, do it, what?
No.
Don't make excuses, do it, or...
Okay, don't try. Do it.
Yeah, she thinks she's Yoda.
Don't try, do it. So I put in here in my room, maybe you can watch it. Can they?
Where?
In the...
Top, bottom? Where is it?
Try.
Where?
Let's say that.
I don't know where. Tell me where.
Right here. It's big enough.
Oh. It's a watermark. There's a watermark there. So it's on all the pages? Oh, yeah. Maybe you can see it better on here. That's her slogan, I guess.
Yeah. Why? Because some students say, I'm going to try. No, don't try. Do it. You need to learn. If you're going to be here in Colombia, you need to learn some Spanish to communicate with them, right? Nothing.
Or you could just hire somebody that's bilingual and use them.
Yeah. But some that you're going to need
Yeah, that's true.
somehow.
Does it rain every day this time of year? No, no. It's just the weather's been weird in South America. It's just been raining and raining, and it's not just here. It's all across South America. We're just getting way too much rain. I got to figure out how to get this camera down, because if I'm looking at something, then I'm kind of hidden. Chill out, Bogota. She definitely is opinionated.
She knows me.
Yeah. What's in the cup today? And my cup is the blackberry juice. Had my coffee this morning. You drank your coffee already? She came a little while ago. I made her one, but she just guzzled it.
I want to drink my coffee when it's already hot. And when it's still hot, I don't like it cold.
I definitely know where her slogan originated, so it's your fault.
Yeah.
I tell her she's a tyrant. John, good morning. How you doing? So, what else do you do for the Spanish? I mean, do they just have to sit there and memorize?
No. I'm going to. So as you can see, maybe the first page is in both languages, so you can know right away what I'm talking about. I'm going to explain, I'm going to give you some examples about it so you can learn how to use those words in Spanish. Now everything is like that. What is? Don't imagine I'm panic already. But not me.
From sunny Pereira, John from Pereira, how you doing? How are the elections going? It's been quiet. It's been seamless. It's they're done. It's over with. The Liberal Party, not the Socialist Communist Party, but I forget the name, but their Liberal Party basically won. Even the ones who are going up on corruption charges won their election. But that's good news, because that's kind of middle ground. Petro is not in that Liberal Party, so now he doesn't run until this summer. But it's, I see it as good news. In other words, maybe people aren't willing to go that far because they didn't vote for the people that would have directly supported him. Lucky you, John. Question. I've never seen such a blend of features before. What is her ethnicity, ancestral background? Yeah, she's kind of unique.
Me?
Yeah. What is your? Yeah. Who else? So what are you? Where are you? Your family history? Where are you from?
No, most of my family is from Bogota, but my great grandmother is from here, from Quindío, Armenia. So that's why I choose to came to Armenia. It makes me some.
No, but the ethnicity. I mean, do you have any Spanish blood? Do you have any indigenous blood? Do you have any?
I don't know.
Italian.
I have no idea.
Switzerland.
Not Switzerland.
No. You don't know?
No, I don't know really.
Do you,
Why? How do I look like?
Well, with the head thing, you look like American Indian.
Because I don't know.
Because you have the head thing.
Indian.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like it.
So you look American Indian today.
I can be too. Why not?
You could be, yeah. All right. What else? What else are we going to talk about today?
What else? Let me question.
Pressure's on you.
No, please.
How's your skateboarding?
I need to start over. Because I was waiting until my knee get better. Now it's better, much better. So I need to start again with my parkour, with my skateboard. So I would like to make some videos making a skateboard, showing the view.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know it. I don't know if, I can't remember if I told you. She goes everywhere on a skateboard, and she had a bad accident. It went in a hole.
Yeah.
Well, I think the problem wasn't
Well,
her
next to
skateboarding.
Video.
The problem was she was smoking weed and lost control of her skateboard and tore up her knee in a couple places, ruined her ankle. She couldn't walk for weeks, right?
Can I show them?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
Do you want to see? I'm proud,
Yeah, hold
actually,
it up.
because it was my first accident. Now it's much better. So that's why we stopped making parkour, making skateboard, of course. But now I can start over again because I need it.
So, yeah, but that was months ago,
It was in December.
December. Yeah, it took a long time to
Yeah.
heal. Does Alejandra also teach online? And how expensive is that? Yes, she does. Actually, she bought a new webcam a couple weeks ago for that to get better. Not this one, but my old one, which was actually a great webcam. It's just tired. I mean, I've got a million
Just
hours
tired.
on it. Well, it's 6 years old, and I've got a million hours on it. They wear out, actually. So, what do you charge for hour on the internet?
And the internet.
Yeah.
It need to be with more people. The charge less.
Well, yeah, but say it's one person.
For one person, 25,000 hour.
How much?
Hour. 25
20.
per
Okay,
hour. I can
25,000
do
per hour
20.
if you have more people.
If I have more people in one class, it's going to be a less
Yeah.
course.
Okay. Ouch. Yeah. You need to wear protective gear.
I know that. I know. I just forget it.
Do you have it?
No.
Well, you have to understand that she's not exactly gainfully employed. She does a whole bunch of different things to make money and pay the rent and things like that, but it's not like there's a lot of extra money just laying around, and protective gear costs money. Is that true or no?
It is.
Yeah, so
I don't like to be employed. I was employed many times. My
in
boss-
Bogota.
The boss I have in that moment, no, I don't want to get back to that way.
No, she wants to stay self-employed, right?
I like it. I have time for me. I need to ask for a little bit more than normally because, if I have no job today, sometimes I have job, sometimes I have not. So,
Okay, how is the Grand Colombia resort going? Well, I told you it was on hold last week, but we were talking about it. It's still a possibility. I actually came up with, there's a few obstacles I'm trying to get around, but with an idea that we had today, or I had, actually it's back on the table. And I've got to get a hold of the guy who owns the property and see what he thinks about this idea. And if that's the case, then it'll probably happen. 25,000 is too cheap. No, that's about right. It's about the going
it's
price here.
it's cheaper than normal because I saw in the when I searching in the internet, it's going to be 35,000. So I can't ask for that.
Yeah. Well, there's people here, you know, it's like, you'll see it as in a range. I know somebody who does it for 20. I know somebody who does it for 30. And I'm sure that there's some people in Bogota or Medellin that charge more just
Yeah,
because things
this is-
cost more there.
That is 40, 45, sometimes 50.
Yeah, but where we are, that's a reasonable rate for where we are. But the thing is, if you hire her and you give classes and you think it's too cheap, then just give her more money. You know, it's not that big a deal, but it would be, you know, valuable for her. But the thing is, if she charges more than what the competition is, then she's going to get less clients, and then in the long run, it just hurts her. So the ideal thing would be get 3 or 4 students all at one time, right? Then everybody makes, you know, you save, she makes more. She doesn't have to repeat as many times.
So you can see in the book, like one day is going to be 2 lessons with this, and I'm going to explain right away. I'm going to give you many examples until you get that subject on your mind.
Okay, $6.35 an hour USD. Yeah, could be. You got the calculator. I stopped thinking in those terms a while ago, and I kind of wish I still did, but I used to translate the money instantly, and now I only think of pesos. By the way, I want to thank you guys. Let me put it up here. This travel insurance thing is going over really well. It's not only putting money into the channel, but you're getting some kind of discount on it, and it's a decent company. I continue to get feedback on it. A number of people have purchased it, and I'm getting very good feedback. So if you're interested, I went back and checked. The link is absolutely in the description today. If you go down there, look, it'll have a couple stars around it, and I think it says travel insurance, and then there's a link. If you click on that, it'll take you to it. So if you plan on doing any kind of traveling, or if you're moving here and you need that 2 or 3 months, they recommend 3 months. Here they recommend 3 months of the health insurance to get your visa. That gives you plenty of time to get your cedula and then get your health insurance here, so there's no gap in it. It's a good way to go. What else we have? Well, if you have any questions, there's my email on the screen. And go ahead, talk. Take it over.
I don't know.
Take it over.
Ask me. He says, so how to make a contact for lessons? Yeah, you can send a message to Lauren. He will let me know about it. And I will send you the info you're going to need for that.
Yeah, maybe we'll put you on the website so you can do direct contact. But right now, just send a message to my email, and then I'll connect you up with her WhatsApp so you can talk directly to each other. This is her thing. It's not really mine, but it helps you guys, and you know, so it's part of what I'm doing in a way, but it's her thing separately. Plus, she's putting together. We talked about that also today. And if I do the villa, it'll come in even more handy, but she's going to put together in a booklet pricing and information on these various tours that we can do here. You know, I've talked about them, and I talk about it on my website, but I don't do much more than just mention the place. Like I'll put down the Rekuka coffee farm, for example. And I did a video on it so you can see it. But what does it cost? And what's the transportation to get there? How long does it take? All of that. So she's going to put all that information together. And then once she has that, I'll probably put it up on the website, and, you know, so that you guys can take a look. So if you're coming here like on vacation, you can plan out some of these things because they're pretty awesome. And if you're living here, they're things to aspire to. And one of the things that gets downplayed a lot is the coffee park, because people say, "Oh, I don't want to go to an amusement park. You know, I've had Disneyland and Six Flags. Or, I don't care for roller coasters." I hear that a lot. But what you don't understand is the coffee park is far more than that. As a matter of fact, the first part of it, as you're walking down through the bamboo forest, it's the history of coffee in Colombia. And there's a lot of information, a lot of things going on. Plus they have, shows throughout the day of different things. There's a show about the orchids, because Colombia is famous for the orchids. There's a lot that goes on there. You could spend a day there very easily and never set foot on a roller coaster. Now they've got, I think, 5 or 6 roller coasters there, but it's not just about that. And so, it's people are always like, "Well, I don't want to, that's touristy." Well, yes, it is touristy, of course. It's one of the reasons this is such a popular area. But it's popular because it's good. It's interesting. So it's something you might want to consider. Okay, let's make this official. It's Q&A time. It's time to start asking your questions. Remember, 4 question marks first, then ask the question. Okay, Dan, what do we have here? This morning, about half the people on the street in Ibagué are wearing tapabocas. That's, for those who don't know, this is what he's talking about. I don't know how people rocking this thing. Has there been any change in policy nationwide? You don't have to wear them outside. That's official. There's still, if you go into a mall, if there's security, they'll check to see if you're wearing it. But I've noticed, like the mall here in Quindío, the security isn't even at the front door anymore. I haven't worn one in a couple of weeks. But most everywhere, I've gone into a few restaurants and tiendas, and it's like you don't have to wear it. But the thing is, a lot of people here think that it does some good, and they're doing it voluntarily or out of habit, or maybe they're covering up some scar. I don't know.
I don't use it for anything.
Yeah, you haven't been wearing it for
For a long time.
Yeah.
But I really can't. I will always take it in my pocket if someone asks me for it. But now nobody asks me. Just they watching me and I say, "Hello, can I take this? Can I take that?" They don't care about it.
Yeah. Any new update on travel to Colombia as for vaccinations? There's nothing that's changed. They're still checking to see if you had the first 2, if it's a 2-part, or 1 if it's the 1 part. I don't know when they're going to drop that. I mean, all the news has come out to say how this is just silliness. I mean, it's official now. Even the CDC is talking about that, and the vast majority that are getting sick are vaccinated. But it's kind of a dead issue, but they haven't officially repealed that. Now, whether they're enforcing it, I had somebody tell me a week ago, I talked to somebody, I didn't pick him up at the airport, but we got together for a coffee. And he said that nobody asked him anything when he came. So, but officially, that's still in place. Is Kokora a must? Tallest wax palms in the world. I mean, you can't go to Armenia and not do that. Probably better than the parks. I won't say it's better than the parks, but it is kind of a must. But the truth of it is, when you go there and you see the wax palms, you can see it for about 10 minutes, and then it's kind of like, okay, now what? Now, if you're really into hiking, and I mean hiking like up a mountain, that's pretty cool. There's a really nice restaurant there next to the big parking area. They've got horseback riding, but I don't necessarily, that's not where I would go horseback riding generally, because the horses are kind of ragamuffin, but it is an interesting ride. So yeah, you could go spend, 4 or 5 hours there. It'd be interesting. But the parks, Panaca and Coffee Park, and believe me, I'm not really a amusement park kind of person anymore either, but I would highly recommend them. It's whatever you're thinking in your head, it's probably not that. How much is the inflation? For us here on our scale, it sucks. Gasoline is still about the same. Our gas isn't really going up, but prices are going up. There's a lot of things that have doubled in the past 3 months. It's
So 3 times a year.
yeah, food is probably the worst. I mean, my utility bills haven't changed. My gas was actually the lowest it's been in forever. So my utility bills are the same. Rents are about the same, but food is really the big problem.
Get more expensive 2 times, 3 times.
Yeah, it's like every time you go into a restaurant, they got a new menu going
Yeah.
with new prices.
Yeah, but also I saw that they have a new prices but less quality.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's an issue. I mean, it's hurting people here. Out of all my family, relatives, and friends, neighbors, only the vaccinated got sick and none of the unvaccinated got sick. Well, there's actually a reason for that. That's not some kind of conspiracy thing. That's actually official information now, because everybody's been exposed to COVID. Whether you got sick or not, everybody at this point's been exposed. And the unvaccinated actually have a better immunity than those who have been vaccinated, particularly after the second shot. So if you've got boosters, you're actually on a fast downhill slide for immunity protection. And that's where this is coming into play. And that's not some hypothetical thing. The WHO and the CDC are both officially talking about that now. It's funny how stuff that we knew a year ago, it was a conspiracy theory then, you couldn't say it on YouTube, and then somehow miraculously it's all come to pass. Buenos dias. Any update from CDC traveling to the USA? I don't know going to the USA. As far as I know, nothing's changed from last month either way. Does she have any friends that do tours in Bogota?
Tourists and
You
But
probably
they
know
know.
somebody you could put in touch with.
They know Bogota pretty well as they do know, but they don't speak English.
Oh,
So if you want, I can find you someone, but they don't speak English. And the ones who speak English are already working, so they have schedule.
all right. Okay, what else we got? That valley is breathtaking. Yes, it is. For those who have been to parks like Universal Studios, Disney, Islands Adventure may not have the same opinion about the theme parks in Armenia. Yeah, because it's not the same. They're not the same. The coffee park, as I said, is as much about the history of coffee as it is about the rides. It's almost like a huge part of the park is dedicated to coffee, and then you've got the other half of the park. It's about rides, but it's different. It's kind of like trying to compare Disney World to Six Flags. You know, they both have rides, but they're a completely different experience. Well, this is different yet. And then if you're talking about Panaca, that place is crazy. That's not an amusement park. That is more of what Colombia was like 100 years ago. It's how you make panela. It's definitely good horseback riding there. That's where they have the pig races that are just hilarious. It's more farm oriented, and it's more how we did things a while ago. I mean, kind of think, what's that place in Virginia where they do all this colonial stuff? It's kind of along those lines. It's very active and a lot of things take place there. Definitely entertaining. So it's kind of touristy, but not really. It's not very commercial. I mean, it's not like they're pushing trinkets in your face every 5 feet. It's okay. I speak Spanish. I'll contact you on
Okay.
WhatsApp. All right.
That's
Sounds
okay.
good.
Just let me know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, you lived there how many years? Most of your life?
Yeah. I really am going to be 1 year already here in Armenia. Ooh,
It's a year already?
next month.
You're still a rookie. Jamestown. No, there's actually a name for it's. I can't remember the name of it. Colonial Virginia or something. I can't remember the name. Panaca is cultural experience. At least for me, it was. It absolutely is a cultural experience, and it's one of those places I think it would be a mistake to miss it. But, all of these things we're talking about, they're not in competition. Going to see Salento or Finlandia, there's a reason for that. And it's an historical reason. And then Cocora, to see the wax palms. That's the national tree of Colombia. They only grow here, and they're amazing. To go to the hot springs near Pareda, you'll never see a place quite like that. Even other hot springs, nothing really measures up to what this place is. The Hacienda Riobamba, the horseback riding, that place, I've tried to express a number of times, and I did the video there. The place itself is a star, and you go there, and it's just breathtaking. And 5 hours later, it's still breathtaking. Plus you get to go horseback riding, but there's all this other stuff that you kind of have to go to see it. There's so many things to do here. It's why it's the #2 tourist spot in all of Colombia. Right here in our little Armenia background. All right. Can you please ask her to raise both hands towards the camera?
Hi. For what that?
I don't know.
Me?
Yeah.
Benito.
Asking for a friend. Ha, yeah, right. Maybe he wants to see if you have a wedding ring. Well, a lot of
Are you
people.
going to read my hand? I need to know.
Your future?
Can you?
No.
And he?
No. Been to the zoo in Pareda. I was impressed. Many more animals, I thought, and they're well taken care of. The zoo's in a different place. I went there years ago, and it was pretty cool because there's some unique animals here. One of these days, I got to make a video. When you're driving from Armenia to Pareda or from Pareda to Armenia, you have these road signs, like Animal Crossing kind of thing. And you have jaguar, you have a speckled bear, you have the howler monkeys, what else? Anteaters, aardvarks, fox, and there's one other one. I can't remember the name of it, but it's just kind of surreal to see all of these because we have all those things here. Colonial Williamsburg, that's it. Thank you. Thank you. That's what I'm trying to say. Panaca reminds me a bit of that. That's very commercialized, and Panaca is not that, but you could go and see people do things the way it used to be done, and in many places still being done that way. I mean, if you go to a little town like Quinchilla, you're going to see they're doing things the same way they did it 100 years ago. Bingo.
What are you going to do with my hand? Huh?
Yeah, what do you want to see your hands for? Where are the paragliders thingies in Armenia? Is it in Circassia?
Yeah, wait to surprise, I think.
What? Circassia? Yeah, I don't know, but they're around here. Can find out if you need to know.
I know it's in Calarca, I think.
Calarca?
I saw them in Calarca.
That would make more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because they had that big
Yeah,
lookout where people die.
Yeah.
People people walk up to a ledge and fall off, you know, because they're not big on guardrails and things. You have to use common sense. And every once in a while, somebody dies up there because you're up in the mountain looking down on the valley and looking down on Armenia and Calarca, and they'll slip and they're gone. It's like, don't be stupid. Don't be backing up taking a selfie when you don't have guardrails. Yeah, now I know her ring size. Oh, ha ha ha. No, you don't. Is there any German company in Colombia?
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? There's
Maybe.
no Aldi. I don't know. Companies are so international. I mean, you don't know, you know, who owns what.
Maybe in Medellin, Bogota. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
probably
know them.
probably something somewhere, but I don't know. Can anyone share some new conspiracy theories? I don't have any left because all my old ones came true. Yeah, I mean, the laptop, you know, it was Russia. I mean, well, a lot of embarrassed people about that one now, isn't there? Yep, kind of running out of conspiracies. All right, well, anything else? Talk. Spotlight.
Ask me whatever you want to know.
There, spotlight.
I need to buy some of them.
Oh, Bogota or Medellin for the best Asian food? I have my opinion. What do you think? Have you been to Medellin?
No.
Oh, well then you're going to say Bogota,
Yeah.
and I would say Medellin.
Okay.
Medellin has become quite a foodie place. Not that Bogota isn't, but
But I can imagine it's more tourist than Bogota.
yeah,
So you can find many more things over there.
yeah, I think that's the case. I'm about 40, aggressively searching for a new country to call home. How can I explore Colombia? Get in an airplane. You know, just
Take the bus.
y-
Cheaper and you can see the landscapes around.
well, no, I mean to come here.
He's not here, huh?
Yeah, where are you? Where are you? Go to grandcolumbia.live and check out everything that's going on there. And that'll give you some ideas. How many tattoos?
I think it's 13.
13?
13.
Bad
Right.
luck. I picked up a guy at the airport and she was with me. You remember?
Yeah, I know.
And what did he say?
The first time he saw me, tattoos were at the casting. What?
Yeah, he gets in the car, he looks at her and says, "Oh, your tattoos are disgusting."
Oh, stop.
I mean,
And then he wants to take picture of me because he wants me.
Bayer used to be in Bogota. Is that a German company? They sell Bayer aspirin here, but they come in a package. It's a Colombian package. But if you rip it open, because I use aspirin, I don't use Advil or Tylenol. And if you rip it open, you get the tablet and it's got the little Bayer cross on it. And it says Bayer aspirin, or it says Bayer. But they're moving out. I don't know. Maybe not. You're in the USA. Epps should have let him walk after that tattoo comment. Gave him a couple days and then kind of did. I don't have anything to do with him. I won't talk to him, won't return his messages, because it was like, okay, sometimes people blurt things out, but a number of things happened and it was just...
Yeah, I think he think everybody is going to be the same guy as in United States. There are most of the people who has tattoos are bad people, like gangsters. I'm not. There is many people here that have tattoos and they are pretty good people. They have good personalities.
I have to say, tattoos here, I hate tattoos, but that's why I don't have any. But what people do with themselves, I mean, that's up to them. I don't care what other people do. I hate them for myself. But I noticed here, used to be, I'm always comparing to when I lived here a long time ago, nobody had tattoos. Today, almost everybody, particularly females, seems like they've got tattoos. And in particular, they'll have them up here. You see tattoos all the time now on females. It has nothing to do with, I mean, they're not motorcycle gangsters. And it's just, it's a thing here. And piercings, very common and popular here. Like I said, I'm not a fan of them, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't affect me either way. I could care less for other people. Tattoos, they're so normalized. Professional police, teachers, yeah, that's good observation. That's true. Tattoos, it doesn't make or break anything. No, I mean, you might have restrictions for work if you had a tattoo on your face. You know, here, even though they're normalized, that probably wouldn't be a...
On my time, when I was younger, that mommy's tattoos were not accepted in any company. So I was having many problems with that because I want them, so I want to be myself. And the company just don't let you be. Yeah, let you be.
Yeah, you wanted to be yourself with the tattoos, like everybody else who has tattoos. Yeah, so what she's saying is it used to be difficult, but now it's become normalized. Tattoo artists of Colombia are very good. Yeah, maybe there's good, there's bad. I mean, it's like everywhere. You're going to have some that are amazing, and you're probably going to have some that suck, right?
Yeah, I don't mind some of them.
You did your own? Which one?
I did one. This is because I drink alcohol next day, so.
Okay.
I have here.
All right, we're going to show this was when she was drinking.
I drink a lot of alcohol. It's pretty bad for the...
Okay. This one she did herself.
I was training.
And
like emojis.
And this one she did herself. These are actually pretty good.
That was the first one.
This was a cat, right?
It was a cat, yeah.
That got derailed by aguardiente.
No aguardiente, but I drink like 1 liter of base.
A liter?
Or more. And the next day, it was everything horrible. I was thinking my arm's going to be like that. And I was crying. I said, what did I do to my arm?
Yeah, don't drink and tattoo.
And the one I have in my leg is like this size, like 15 centimeters.
Ooh.
This one here. And I was down the sun, so the color are going to...
Okay, Chris, thank you. Contribution from Chris, I appreciate it. Self-expression via tattoos is highly discriminated against. It sucks. Not so much here anymore. Honestly, it's just become too common. But it was once. So let me clarify. I'm about 40, retired, but looking to start a new life in South America is most appealing. Well, I can certainly understand that. I don't have the jab, but would love to own an acreage in the suburbs. Thoughts? Well, forget about the ownership. Think about that sometime in the future. But send me off an email. we'll talk a little bit. Maybe I can give you some ideas. So again, where is it? Here's my email. Send me an email. Refer to snow. And I don't know. Yes, what do we have here? Juca. Do you have a driver's license, Alejandra?
No, I have not. Want to, but
If things, there's a lot of moving parts in this deal that I'm trying to put together. And it really bothers me, these things on my face. But if everything works out, I'll probably send you to get your driver's license. But
if everything with the
villa and all of that, yeah, because it'll just make sense. But don't know. Too soon to tell. Right now, she doesn't have it.
I have driver license to a skateboard.
Do skateboard, yeah, and it costs about 1 million pesos. So it's not cheap. Are there Armenian shamans doing trips? Hopefully no. I do know.
Yes.
No.
I want to try it.
Well, first of all, they're not shamans because real shamans don't do that. It's commercialized, and this was very popular in Ecuador. Ecuador is really famous for it, and they would have groups 6, 7, 8 people, and it was pretty common that somebody would die. It's not something to take lightly. Now, having said, and I'm not anti-drug in general. I mean, for 15 years, I took everything under the sun. I've done acid 204 times. Yes, I counted. However, be cautious. I do know that there are some country places in Circassia that are doing exactly that. Somebody I know, friend of mine, goes out there every so often. And so, yes, it does exist here. But that's my opinion.
Let me know when you're going to do it because
She'll go with you.
I will go with you.
Yeah. Take your own body bag just in case. Do you see any opportunities on demand for private aviation or small charter pilot business there? Probably not because of the cost, but I don't know. I was a private pilot once, so I have some knowledge of that kind of thing, and I know Colombia a fair amount. There are people doing that in Colombia, but here's what I'd say. If you could buy an airplane and have it sitting around not making any money and it's not killing you, and then anything that does come your way, that's just gravy, in that case, go for it. Because then it could probably work out. But you don't want to have some kind of big overhead and just hope that it's, if we build it, it will come kind of thing. Because I just don't know. You have to remember, Armenia is a small city. I mean, it's not even quite 300,000 people within the borders of Armenia. And if you take all the outlying people, kind of like suburbs after the suburbs, there's like 312,000, I think. And then you have the little towns like Calarca and Circassia, but they're cities of their own. So, I mean, it's just not a ton of people here. If you're talking Colombia in general, Bogota probably has the market sewn up. Medellin, I know they have flights more for tourists to go up and see things from the air. Those things do exist. There's some helicopter tours there. So, don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, any kind of business venture is a risk. If I do this villa, it's kind of a risk, but not too much. All right, we got anything else? We're running out of time. We'll see. Right now, I guess we'll say last call. So you want to go do some acid, huh? Shame on you. I'm telling your mother.
She is watching now. Hello, Mama.
Is she?
She knows. She knows that I make that.
That you're wild?
I never lied to her.
She knows that you're wild?
I'm free.
Free. Well.
Seems like it's nobody there.
No, well, there's people here.
Ah, yeah.
Just nobody's asking anything. All I got is that Stream Elements bot. There's a website, grandcolumbia.live. Oh, I changed the page for relocation. I changed it up. I put prices in Colombian peso. There's a lot. It hadn't been changed in a couple years, so that's been changed. So if you're thinking about relocation, you might want to go back and look at it because there's a lot of differences there now. There's question marks. I don't know why. Thanks, answering guys. No problem. All right. Well, looks like we're ending. Well,
Bueno,
I'm glad you came today.
I'm glad you invited me.
You know, make sure you come back again. So we're going to end it here. See you guys next week.